Moving on now, the more things change, the more they remain the same. One idiom that stands true for a group of people whose sworn allegiance is to their vote bank: above people, above national security, above justice. A series of utterances since April 22nd pahalgam attack stand evidence to this tendency. And the latest addition is the death of a 23-year-old man in Kulgam. Here is what happened. Tiaz Maghre, a 23-year-old, led a joint team of army and police to an alleged terror hideout. Police sources say that Maghre went to a hideout spot during a cordon and search operation and was under close supervision of a drone camera. He, according to the police sources, jumped to escape through the river route. The sources also say that he helped in busting a terrorist hideout in Tangmarg forest on the 23rd of April as well. The body was then sent for medical legal formalities, but the leaders from NC and PDP have already drawn their conclusions, and as always, their templated response is in sync with "we will doubt the force's ideology." Let's in fact take you through the timeline of what transpired, what happened. This is what happened. So there was a joint operation by the army and the police. And who is the deceased? The deceased is an individual named Tiaz Maghre, who was an overground worker. This is as per the police sources that we are sharing this information. Overground worker then jumped into river to escape. That's what the officials are saying. He gave information on 2 parked terrorists and also shared some information about the hideout. He attempted to escape via river, which is in fact evident in the video as well that has been shared. It's in public domain, which was shot by a drone. So there was surveillance maintained by this drone camera, and in the video one can see him jumping into the river. This happened during a search operation. He took forces to the second spot on Sunday. He had earlier shared information about the hideout of terrorists. And during this incident of search operation, when he was leading the joint task force to the spot, he jumped into the river to escape, and that led to his death. But the politicians in the valley, despite this video and what our forces are saying, the politicians in the valley are doubting that version that is coming to fore, and their intention, as always, is to first doubt the forces. PDP President Mehbooba Mufti sees serious foul play in this instance, alleging that Tiaz was picked up 2 days ago, and this case was a part of larger series of arbitrary arrests, home demolitions and targeting of innocent civilians. National Conference MP Syed Aga Ruhullah also seconded Ms. Mufti's claim that Maghre was picked up by the National Security Forces days ago and was returned to his family lifeless. He sees a pattern of abuse and speaks of arbitrary detentions, custodial killings and torture. Jammu and Kashmir Minister Sakina visited the family of Maghre and after that demanded a judicial probe into the death.
किस्मती की बात है क्योंकि छोटा लड़का जो बेचारा मजदूरी करता था, एक गरीब घर से ताल्लुक़ रखता था, अभी 15 दिन पहले ही ये वापस आया है बाहर से मजदूरी करके। कुछ दिन पहले, 2 दिन पहले इसको उठा के ले गए जो भी पार्टी थी, और फिर घर वाले भी गए, किसी कैंप में था ये भी बाग, वहाँ पे उससे बात की है और उन्होंने कहा हम इसको छोड़ देंगे। लेकिन आज सुबह जब लोग उठे तो उनको इन्फॉर्म किया गया कि कोई डेड बॉडी जो है वो किसी नाले में है। दहशत का माहौल जो है वो पैदा किया जा रहा है, और मैं आपके माध्यम से एलजी साहब को गुजारिश करना चाहूँगी कि ये जो इम्तियाज़ अहमद हैं जिसको घर से लिया गया और बाद में उसकी लाश जो है उसको बरामद किया गया है, इसको जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी जो है वो होनी चाहिए।
All right, we have some breaking inputs coming in. So PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti has also waded into the controversy and she held a press conference today. Mehbooba Mufti has said in the name of encounters, stop killing innocents. This is what we are picking up. Stop dumping bodies in river. That's what Mehbooba Mufti has said about this incident. Imagine this incident was caught on camera. So there's fear-mongering happening over the death of the overground worker. Listen in.
इन्हीं दिनों में 2 हादसे हुए, एक बांडीपोरा में जो वहां का अल्ताफ लाली जिसको थाने पे बुलाया गया, बहन के साथ गया, बहन को वापस भेजा गया और उसके बाद उसकी लाश। इसी तरह कल कुलगाम में टंगमर्ग में एक हादसा हुआ, इम्तियाज मागरे, उसको आर्मी ने बुलाया, अपने साथ लेके गए और उसके बाद कल दरिया में उसकी लाश। तो मुझे ये बताइए, अगर खुद कश्मीरी आपके पास आता है, आपके कैंप पे आता है, थाने में जाता है, पुलिस स्टेशन में जाता है पूछताछ के लिए कि पूछो क्या पूछना है, तो आप उसकी लाश भेजते।
With Priyank getting us more details on that. Priyank, Mehbooba Mufti has already arrived at conclusions and is distributing certificates of innocence to the overground workers.
See, Swati, just a short while back, I tried to talk to her, take her interview, but she has refused because she says that she won't talk to Times now. But when we tried to ask her question very specifically while she was leaving from the press conference, that sequence can also be played. She was subtly trying to play politics on this particular issue. And off camera, she is saying that who knows that the army personnel had put a gun on the shoulder of this particular person, the suspect, and he jumped into the river. But the footage are clearly showing that he himself jumped and he was taken to this particular hideout. Right next to the river, there was a hideout where the army personnel were taking these suspects because they also want to gun down and arrest these accused who were part of this brutal killing of these tourists here at Bison Valley. But Mehbooba Mufti, being the same person, she has not changed her stand and she's still trying to put the onus on the forces who are trying to bring out the fact. There have been more than 2,500 people who have been detained so far by the forces to know the location. 184 people have been still put under detention. So why is it so that this person was the only one who tried to commit suicide? There was something wrong which he has done in the past, because of which he got afraid and he tried to jump.
Also spreading a narrative that people are going themselves to the forces, to the police, to share information and they're being targeted. That's the narrative that people are trying to peddle in the valley, that innocents are being targeted. Stay on with us, Priyank. Let's also take a look at the confrontation sequence that you were talking about. This is how Mehbooba Mufti responded.
Ma'am, there were footage which shows that he himself...
Let there be an impartial inquiry and truth will come out.
You're not satisfied with the footage, ma'am?
No, there has to be an inquiry so that the truth comes out and the family till then should be compensated. Because they have labeled him as OGW and then they got the dead body. So, do you think anybody who's labeled as OGW, you have to kill him?
No, this time the shooters were looking at train. Do you think they were Pakistanis? Sorry. So, certainly, Mehbooba Mufti is calling this an alleged killing, and she's also saying that inquiry should be ordered. She's certainly not satisfied with the kind of footage. The drone footage is clearly showing that how this OGW jumped while he was taken by the forces to identify the location as an hideout. With video Yogesh Priyank reporting from pahalgam for the Times Network.
So despite the video of Tiaz Maghre, the overground worker jumping into the river to escape, Mehbooba Mufti has arrived at a conclusion that he was picked up first and then his dead body was returned to the family, that he was killed by the forces. Priyank, thank you for getting us the details. With that, we're slipping into a very short break. There's a lot more lined up on the other side.